Thank you for purchasing one of our wedding walk sets. Although this video pertains to the specific wedding couples walk set, the same procedures apply to all our wedding walk sets. This instructional video is designed to assist you in setting up the wedding couples walk and offer some solutions to problems you may encounter. When you made your purchase at Pondlife, an object was transferred to your inventory. If you will now look in your inventory under the objects, you will find the specific walk set you purchased. In this case, the Wedding Couples Walk Box Set 2.58 HUD. I will give you a minute to find it. We need to drag this object to the ground, which will appear as a pink heart, and right-click to get the menu. Depending on the browser you are using, you may get either a pie menu with several options, one being open, or you may just get a menu with the contents already displayed. In either case, you will need to left-click on Copy to Inventory. This will create a folder in your inventory labeled Wedding Couples Walk Box Set or the specific walk you purchased. Now we need to decide where we want the couple to be at the end of the wedding walk. Make sure your other pose balls are set up and positioned. We will now have to go back to our inventory and find the object labeled Get in Walk Position Prim. We need to place this prim exactly where you want the couple to stop at the end of the walk, for example in front of the pulpit. This pink prim will show the SL world coordinates of exactly where it is to be placed or where the couple will stop. Once you have the pink prim in place, touch the prim and in local chat a series of numbers or coordinates will appear. It will look something like this example with a bracket, a series of numbers separated by commas, and an ending bracket. You must copy exactly what is in the brackets to include both brackets. To do this, place your cursor over the first bracket, hold down the Shift key, and drag the cursor over all the numbers and over to include the end bracket. Then press Ctrl C. This will copy the information to your clipboard on your computer for future use. Now back to the inventory and find the item called Couples Wedding Heart Walk 3.1 HD /CM. We have to drag this item to the ground where you want the couple to start the wedding walk. Now right-click either one of the pose balls and select Edit from the pie menu. One will be pink and one will be blue. It may take a few tries since the heart may be transparent or semi-transparent. When they are selected in this manner, one of them will have sort of a gold aura around it, the other a blue aura. We now come to the final step. Once you have edited the pose balls, a window will come up with several tabs shown here. Look for the tab labeled Content and put your cursor on the tab and left click. This will show the contents within that pose ball. The only item we need to be concerned with is the one called In Walk and will appear as a note card. Put your cursor on the note card icon in the Content tab and double click to open the note card. You will now see the note card with an example of the SL coordinates of where the In Walk will place the couple. This should look like what you copied from the In Walk Position Prim. Now we want to replace what is on that note card with the actual coordinates we have from that prim. To do this, place your cursor just over the first bracket, delete all the numbers including the ending bracket, which should completely clear the note card out, then do a Ctrl V. This will place the actual coordinates within the two brackets. Click on the Save button, then close the window out by clicking on the X in the top corner of the box. Congratulations, your wedding walk set is now ready to be fine-tuned for you in your wedding. Now, though you have completed the final step in preparing your pose balls, there remains a small group of things to do to ensure the best performance of the walk set on your wedding day. These need to be done to ensure that you look back on your wedding as a cherished, intimate moment. The checklist. Please do the following wedding to-do checklist in regards to your procession down the aisle for you and your beloved. These may also be helpful to assure proper action of any other position-based activities you've included in your wedding. Most important, move or delete the Get Walk in Position Prim or pink prim, as it can stop the couple from getting to the target if it remains rezzed. Check for invisible prims or prim shadows from Sculpties. This can be done by doing a Control-Alt-T and looking for red shadows. Check for old mega prims that interfere with the walk. Just click them, click the Object tab, then click the check box next to Phantom. This will allow the walk to pass through these objects. However, it may be best to move them or see if they can be moved or otherwise delete them prior to your wedding day. Test before the wedding. Have one person hop on one of the balls of the wedding couple walk set. If they aren't exactly in the position you want them, but it's very close, have them get off and right-click one of the pose balls and select Edit. You will now see a set of red, green, and blue arrows that will come up. Place your cursor on one of these colored arrows and it will allow you to move the set either to the left or to the right or forward or backward and allow for fine-tuning. Once you've got them where you need them to be, close the edit window. Check again. You may have to repeat this procedure over a few times until you end up exactly where you want them to start. Once you have this done, it's time to test them out. Get a second person to help you test them. Set on the pose balls. Then have the other person set on the other one. Something to remember is once you get both on those balls, the auto start will start in 4 seconds. Again, you may need some fine-tuning in order to get these the way you want them. As you can see, a wedding is a labor of love for both parties. Those who prepare what you needed for the wedding, and of course you for setting them up. All who are striving to have the most perfect day of yours and your beloved's life. We at Pondlife hope these instructions were helpful and wish you a happy, joyful, and intimate life here in Second Life. Now for troubleshooting. If the walk will not go forward, check for the following. 1. If the couples do not end up where you want them, you may want to check out the SL coordinates and the pink prim that you used and make sure they are same in the note card of the walk. Number 2. Sculpted prims. Many sculpted prims leave a large shadow and can block movement of the walks. Look for invisible prims. Again, this can be done by doing an Control-Alt-T and you'll be able to see the prims in red shadows. Make sure no one is on the walk or using an anti-push device. This can have an effect on it. Go to the Region/Estate settings under World and click the Debug tab. If any one of the 3 items are disabled, the walks will not work. There is not a good reason for these to be turned off because they disable different functions as SL. Please uncheck the setting and re-enable them or have the sim owner do so. We want to thank you for your purchase of our products. We hope it will help in making this a very memorable day for you and your spouse. Please return to Pondlife for all your wedding needs, and of course, look around our 3 sims for all the other items that we have up for sale to make your SL an enjoyable experience.